This was Bryan before he got shot and killed. Anybody remember this from Tekken Tag Tournament 1? That's how Bryan looked when he was alive, running the streets, doing all the bullshit he was doing before Lei Wulong shot and killed his monkey ass. My personal opinion, this was my favorite look of Bryan. I picked this outfit every fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Had the clean shirt on, man, with the little snake skin pants he had on with them goddamn boots with the bald head. I said, oh man, Bryan fresh. Okay then, let's whoop some ass. Bryan originally was a police officer, if you didn't know. And he worked his way up to become a detective. The man was top dollar. You know, I won't lie to you, say Bryan had a mean reputation. Very honored within the force. And he was a tough SOB at the same damn time. I mean, can kick some ass, whoop that. From what I heard, when Bryan walked up the street, everybody started running. Like, he was one of them type of cops. And I mean, not the bad one either. Like, he was very honored. Like, people, his force, anytime there was a situation or some real big shit, they would always send Bryan. Like, yeah, he was the guy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, there's also those other cops who always feel like there's something up. I wouldn't say necessarily jealousy, but yeah, Lei Wulong for an instance. See, Lei knew that Bryan wasn't so clean like everybody thought he was. Yeah, he was honored. Yeah, he was very well respected. But Lei Wulong knew something else was up with her. He was just coming up a little too nice with this shit, too clean. The drug dealers, everybody, like, it seemed like it was too easy for Bryan. Not saying that nobody can't do that, but Lei did some snooping and realized, oh, Bryan has connections with some of these motherfuckers. Yeah, everything from bribery to he was transporting some of the drugs himself. He was part in on a deal with the kingpins, all the way to setting up deals like, look, I'm gonna arrest you, but look, I know you got witnesses. Don't worry, I'm gonna take the witnesses out so that way it won't stand trial, so you'll be free. You're back on the jail and on the streets in no time. Oh, Bryan was in it, baby. Bryan was really on some real street shit for real. Bryan was working it. He had a great operation going on, and he would have got away with it too if it weren't for that goddamn meddling Lei Wulong. Nah, that's a reference from Scooby-Doo. But nah, really, Lei was just doing his job. So Lei, you know, basically followed Bryan. He started stooping and walking behind him, basically trying to clean up his shit in a sense of like collecting data or whatever. Like, it was long story short, man, he got wind that Bryan was in on a big operation drug deal in Hong Kong, man. Lei went there, you know what I'm saying, crashed the party. Was like, look, Bryan, it's over, man. I'm gonna have to turn you in to Eternal Affairs or whatever. Man, Bryan wasn't hearing that shit, and a shootout erupted, you know what I'm saying? But Bryan lost it. You know what I'm saying? He got shot up and got killed. So, but how Bryan ended up in the situation he is in the Tekken world was because of Dr. Abel, spit shine head ass. Dr. Abel, Eggman from Sonic the Hedgehog on dialysis looking ass, wanted to do some kind of experiments to create an reanimated cyborg. And so he went to the morgue and got Bryan's body and did it. Already knowing, like I said, Bryan had a great reputation of being one of the toughest SOBs on the force. So I guess even maybe Dr. Abel do that or whatever. So he got his body and reanimated him. And the rest is history. The reason I even made this video, somebody came to me and was like, you know, just on some, me and my homeboy was talking, and they were like, you know, wasn't Bryan alive? Like, ain't Bryan a zombie or some shit like that? And it just gave me the idea to create this video, because there's really a number of people who really didn't know Bryan is actually a zombie. You know what I'm saying? He's a reanimated cyborg, actually, but in terms, I guess you could still say a zombie. But yeah, he was actually a human who was actually alive once upon a time, and here you go.